Yeah, so I'm Bill, it's David. We're here at Flat Nasty for the Great American Crawl.
This park is pretty gnarly under ideal conditions. So we knew we had a bunch of rain leading into the few days before we got here. Then we even got more rain while we were here. So that definitely makes this park exceptionally sporty.
We got a call from Mickey Thompson and they asked us to try out the new 49s, get them on rock buggy. That went hand in hand with the new Dana 80s from East Coast Gear Supply and Yukon, with all that stuff. So with these new axles, you know, we bumped a few places, we sent a few places, we played in the mud, and we didn't have any driveline problems, any axle problems, anything. No issues, anything with driveline. So yeah. The 49s held. Trail Built did an awesome job. They mounted them on the KMCs. So they actually mounted, balanced it, everything right at Trail Built, shipped everything right to the parks. When we got here, we just slapped them on.
This is our first time, and everything about it for a park that I've never been to, I was super stoked about it. There's a lot here in this little park to have a good time on.
I got you, Big Papa. Hey, big buddy. Hey, Andy, who's leading this?
I think Nick's leading this, Bill.
I believe from the conditions, I would say we were on a trail that it probably had been some time before since anybody else had been on it.
Hey, we actually have trails here. We don't have to go through the woods. Hold up right there for a minute, Andy. Just Andy or the rest of us? The rest of you is fine.
Around the first bend, come over and find rock buggy.
What is he doing? And then I got out and he backed up a little bit and I saw the washed out bridge there and I'm like, oh,
Gonna push these trees off. I wouldn't steer into it. Yeah, you're good. Start straight down the there a little bit.
How far passenger he got, he started dropping off into the leaves and some of the more slick stuff.
I mean, Nick's running some new Dana 80s on the rock bug from East Coast Gear Supply. So here is new axles, Dana 80s, and the 49s.
and I mean, man, then he just started digging, trying to get up that thing. And we ended up putting the line on that to get him up. I used a line the whole way. I used a line going down the damn hill.
He said, when I walked by going over, he said, I ain't going down this. I'm like, well, you kind of have to. All right, Andy. Shit, go, man. It'll work. Okay, I got it. He strings his winch line all the way across this valley. All whatever, 100 foot of rope he had.
All right, Andy, your line's ready. Go ahead and winch on in.
gonna have to winch in as you come down though, okay?
If you started to roll, there was absolutely nothing to stop you. So you were gonna tumble.
There you go, just nice and slow, keep the driver a little bit. There you go. Let me come down in the rear. There's only been a couple people roll down this, but there's a couple trees that'll catch you, don't worry about it.
You gotta make them feel safe.
It was gonna be a bad day.
There you go, now you can come passenger, just right there. There you go, right there.
That I was able to drive up that, and man, then it was a hard 90 and it was straight down a mountain. So yeah, that was fun.
Hey, you're not here.
Probably help.
Passenger, 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 right there, you're good.
Hey, the brakes are great.
Huh?
The brakes are awesome.
That was behind Andy.
Weren't you? Were you nervous?
Very, very extremely nervous. But when I looked at Bill, he's like, "You don't need a line. Don't worry about it. You got this." So we went for it.
He
So
trusts me. It's
I trust this guy.
Going around that tree, just drive down.
That first trail kind of just gave me flashbacks of when I rode my vehicle last fall.
Nope.
You can tell that the ground underneath you is like super greasy and slick. I'm not a huge fan of the off-camber stuff. And my rig's a little tall. When it was my turn, I pulled a snatch block and my winch and hooked up to a tree because I'm like, man, if I go down in this thing, it's slick, it's off-camber, it's crazy, and it just didn't feel good in my Jeep. I'm like, I'm not rolling. And then the bug about it is that after I went through, I think every single rig after me just drove right through it. And it made me feel like I was about that tall the rest of the day.
Yeah, I just drove right through it, yeah.
37-inch tires.
38.
Stock wheelbase
38.
JK.
Yeah. The Baja Pros, they grab pretty good. So I was feeling pretty good about that, except that, yeah, they were only 38s compared to, you know, some of these are 46s out there, you know, and I'm like, holy cow, I'm the little guy of the group.
But we ended up going over to Three Bears, which was like the waterfall area. And I mean, they didn't look like much. When we pulled up to it, I was like, these don't look like that big of obstacles. But then you realize when you're pulling up with a 49 to an obstacle that's like 49 inches tall, it doesn't look that big until you have to get the 49s up it. I didn't feel like they held me up any, if that makes sense. I didn't feel my belly touch as many places because I think these measure out at 47 when you're aired down and you're all set up on the rig. So, I mean, that's 4 inches higher than the 44s when you measure those. All in all, I'm pretty impressed with them. Three Bears was fun.
Yeah, so it was great. You probably never met Jen and Russ.
Nope.
But they're great people. They've been around for a long time. And it was nice to see them here. It's fun for watch everybody that was with us get in there. I mean, everybody's just making hot laps. They go and they would do one, come down, hit another one. And you know, so that's fun, just watching everybody. It gives us time to have lunch too, so.
And then Kyle says, hey, let's try this one. And I mean, man, when it came down, that bruised my soul. That's how hard I came down.
But my confidence kept getting stronger and stronger, and I was like, yeah, I can do this. So I jumped in there. Of course, I went for the toughest one right out of the gate.
It's weird because there's the undercut under there, and like you can't see the undercut because of the water puddle. You were hanging on your bumper and your belly, and I'm like, man, I feel like you should be able to climb out of this. Jen with the lime green Jeep had her kid in there crawling up stuff, and it was so cool. I love seeing so many people like just get out, and while people are playing and beating on their stuff, you got other people having conversations, making connections, and you know, just really having a great time enjoying each other.
Andy does listen, but he doesn't, like, it's not like he tries to listen.
Give it a little bump. Go ahead. No. Go. Back up.
He doesn't ever look at you or, you know, try to move his head or anything, you know, so we were using the rugged radios.
You're probably all right. Come on. Come on. You're done. You're all right. There you go. Come on this way.
Which one did you choose?
I did go up Mama Bear.
Yeah.
Mama Bear.
Yeah.
So.
It goes from Three Bears all the way to the lower parking lot where we had our stuff set up. But there's a lot of spurs
you
can
all that
play
stuff
on,
in
and
that
most
creek
of that
bed.
stuff in there is considered, I think, a black diamond is what it looked like on the map.
So we just hit a bunch of miscellaneous trails, just, you know, the great scenery.
It was down here, like you could, like I said, you can just drive, and there's just trails everywhere. So I mean, all we did was just, let's just go up that. You know, it was a good day. Other than that morning rain, we sat there for hours. I don't think we got out of the trail till noon.
Yeah, I mean,
About noon.
yeah.
Little engine that could.
so cool being able to take a main road around a park and hit these offshoots and like you can be cruising down a main trail in 2-wheel drive, and all of a sudden you're on a Southern Rock Racing Series rock bouncer hill.
Yeah.
I really did. I thought Corey had it.
He started on the right, ended up on the left, and that was all he had. He couldn't make it. And then he had to back down off that thing, which I know Diana, she was like, I wouldn't back down it. But he did. He backed off of it and just beat right down it. It's just mud. And I mean, that's just the way it is. And you can't plan around the weather.
I mean, he made it the furthest.
Yeah.
And then I think the Bug made it second furthest.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I tried the far right side with the Bug.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little bit more slosh and mud over there. I actually made it up further than I thought I was going to, just because of these tires. And then I think that wrapped up basically day one.
Yeah. Definitely a bigger crowd today. A lot more people showed up. We will go ahead and get out on the trails, and we will see you guys back here at 6 o'clock for dinner, and hope you all have a good time. We got everybody headed out the door, and
I probably don't piss. Oh my God. My steering wheel is in my truck.
Oh, Andy.
but luckily he was like 2 minutes away coming down the hill. Well, the first time I went at it, I didn't hit it with very much speed at all.
No speed.
Yeah, no speed. I am not a big fan of being way up on a hill and having to back down. I would rather just put it in park and forward my mail and say, hey, this is home, but.
And I seen Andy go up it part way and then start spinning, and I'm standing there thinking to myself, you know, this is one, it looks a little greasy, probably needs some momentum.
Just go. Just drive up it.
I wasn't sure if I was ready for that. I mean, just, you know, I wasn't sure, but again, Bill was assuring me, you got this. you know, and so we prepared and we shot up it.
Back up and pull up there and we can back down this way.
David shot up it, and then Troy came over and he's like,
It's a horsepower one. Nothing to it.
everybody that I'm talking to, because I'm like, when you get up there, is there plenty of room to turn around? And they're like, oh yeah.
There is for a normal car.
Not for me, there's not.
Yeah.
He was throwing some shit, man. I hope that looked good on video.
And I drove probably 100 feet.
Look how crooked Amy's Jeep is.
Hold up, Andy. Stop. You have something wrong with the back of your Jeep.
Oh, it's the other side.
He had a upper link mount just absolutely peeled from the frame.
You ever seen anything like that, Jake?
I have not.
I have.
Really?
On this Jeep.
Really?
And ironically, it is the exact same brake that I had in Vernal on the other side of the Jeep.
Breaking shit, Daryl.
That's rad. Oh, wow.
His Jeep had shifted all the way over to the passenger side. And so I knew something, a link or something was broke. And sure enough, he always thinks I'm messing with him. So we grabbed one of our speed straps and we just ratcheted that thing tight and moved it over, kind of centered it so it wouldn't hurt anything. And he limped it on over, which is about 100 yards over to where we were parked at.
Nice deep breath, Bill.
Chris and the guys had a welder there. They brought the welder down and Nick got in there with a grinder and started cleaning everything up, and jacks, and they welded it all back up. Got it going.
I didn't really get under there to see it that well, but apparently where that was welded, I guess towards the front end of it, there was a bit of a hole. So Nick was able to come up with some scrap pieces of metal to plate that in a little bit better.
I cut him off his frame. Yeah. In another place.
We relocated. We did transplant surgery.
Never mind, I got it.
So in theory, we're gonna put this guy right here, and we're gonna plate that just like that.
That's power tanks? Power tank, yeah. That's power tanks, like, dude? I got one of those. Yeah. Look at that, check that out, dude. Boom. Yeah, it swivels and that's worth its weight in gold. Me first.
I don't know if you have you used one of these?
Matt's on fire under the cord.
Matt. I'm on fire.
You owe me
Yes,
pants,
a hoodie.
a hoodie, gloves.
But you know,
Yeah, you're Whitey and Matt.
That's not bad at all for Flux score.
It's only noon at this point. We still got a ton of the day left to do stuff.
So we shot up. I mean, that was a cool hill there. I like shooting up that. I mean, it was a nice little section that we shot up there. Man, I start to pull away and I get,
I'm at 12, I'm good. I'm not hearing my pump though.
500 feet and I hear the mic key up.
You might want to tell them before they keep driving away.
Yeah, go ahead. He's having problems with their stuff now.
Hey Andy, Kyle disconnected my fuel.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do shit.
I'll have a bit. You need me to bring anything back or come back?
We're going through a series of elimination to see why the pump isn't turning on.
We don't know what it is. They're still working on it, actually.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And from that point forward, we couldn't get it to start again. Went through everything, and we still don't fully know what's wrong with this thing.
Yeah.
It didn't die when you got up here, did it? That was big. This one.
I think we stayed within 5 minutes of camp
most,
the entire day.
Yeah.
So
That was pretty much the end of our day right there. I wish I had more to say about it. And Rock Buggy operates on a hydro boost system, so coming back was fun. We had a Jeep hooked in front of him to pull him down the road, and then I was hooked to the back of him, and he was using me as brakes. We pulled him right out of the trail, right to the main road, and we were able to get it back to the trailer, and it wasn't a huge issue.
I have no brakes.
You guys got plenty of help here. I'm gonna go ahead and get back and get the grill fired up and set up and stuff so we're on time for dinner. Some people say we over-season things, and I'm not sure what they're talking about because all of my burgers are perfectly bound.
Okay. Every single burger.
Every burger. Man, lots of compliments. Everybody told me the seasoning was absolutely perfect, that they think you just talk too much. You know, we wrapped up dinner and jumped right into the raffles and gave away some stuff.
Everyone was after those tires. You know what I mean? Everyone was after those tires.
This park is on the list of parks to come back to. Had a great time, and everybody we've met has been awesome. From the people that own the park to the locals down here. Even when you're struggling, if you can stand around with friends and laugh and have a good time and shake off the aggravation you're having with your rig, it's still an excellent day. There's no bad days out here at the crawl.
All right, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for checking out the Great American Crawl.